Hello friends, welcome to another video podcast presented by your host and friend Yashu Gola. So you can also call me your host and dost Yashu Gola. And in this video, I'm going to talk about XRP only 24 hours after Donald Trump's incredible Bitcoin speech. The speech is full of pro-regulation anecdotes that can mean a lot of bullish things for the XRP token. So in this video, I want to talk about those bullish factors and how XRP can actually go toward $1 in the coming days. So stay tuned and wait for the very beautiful coin chapter logo. And after that, we're going to discuss XRP with you. So stay tuned, guys. The friends who just want to focus on the XRP technical analysis part, they can skip the video at the latest part of the section. I have left the timestamps in the description box below, and you can actually know about where the prices are going to be based on the technical analysis. But if you're also interested in knowing what are the main factors through which XRP can climb that higher, we want to discuss it right now. So please keep continuing. It's just going to be two sections, not too long. Let's discuss the Donald Trump factor first. First and foremost, Trump has not spoken the word XRP during his 50-minute address at the Bitcoin 2024 conference, but he has spoken about Bitcoin and the entire crypto community through Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has become the synonym for the entire crypto community, so we'll have to consider it like that. What is the most important thing I have really took away from his speech is his hate toward Gary Gensler. Yeah, the same Gary Gensler, the crypto villain, and the chairman of the US Securities and Exchange Commission, who has been hampering crypto regulation process for a very long time. He has been suing companies despite the companies asking him to make a law that they can follow, but he does not deliver any law, but he still sues them for breaking a law that does not apply on cryptocurrencies. And this has been the main highlight of the Donald Trump speech. He said that on the very first day when he's re-elected, he's going to fire Gary Gensler and replace him with a pro-crypto SEC chairman, the new one. So this is the first takeaway I've gotten from it when it comes to XRP, because XRP and its extension via Ripple Labs, they are in active legal hustle with the US Securities and Exchange Commission. The case is still not ended. It might reach a settlement by this year, which is itself a bullish news. But if Trump gets re-elected, what we know is that the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, will not be there. I mean, this is the promise he has made. It's a political promise. And if a politician promises you something, you have to take it with a grain of salt. But in this case, I think he sounded pretty confident, and it can give Bitcoin, Ethereum, and in turn XRP a great speculative edge. Even if Trump is not, we can get a very good speculative run in the days leading up to the US elections. In the process, we can score that $1 mark. XRP is a very relatively underbought token to the rest of the market. It is still reporting a loss about -2% or 1% as of this time of writing. When I'm talking about the 2024 returns. And XRP return has been one of the lowest in the top ranking tokens. There is enough capital in other tokens waiting to be deployed into the XRP market. So any kind of good news in the coming days, even the conclusion of the SEC versus Ripple case, it can deliver huge returns for the XRP holder just because it is underbought. And this bullish accumulation sentiment is first visible in the whale chart. So in a second, I'm just going to show you the whale chart. This is the sentiment chart tracking the XRP supply held by entities, at least 100,000 XRP to over 1 billion XRP tokens. Why is important? Because whales are the market moving entity. If the richest person in a sector heavily in one asset, all the retail investors tend to follow that sentiment, which is why whale data is quite important. The 1 billion over infinity coins cohort, there has been a very great spike in June, and ever since these whales have been holding their XRP tokens, and this is before it actually started rallying. It was dipping at that time. The richest whale cohort that holds more than 1 billion XRP tokens, they were accumulating, and during their last month they have been sidelining it. They have been stabilized their holding. They're not selling, they're not buying, they're just waiting for the next big turn. And Donald Trump's speech can be that big turn. Maybe we will see more accumulation from the XRP whales. In the future, we will keep tracking this data for you. This drop is inversely proportional to the rise of the 1 billion plus XRP token cohort. 100 million to 1 billion XRP cohort. It is dropping because it is absorbed by this 1 billion plus token cohort. not actually selling. These entities accumulating so many that they are going to the next section of cohort, which is 1 billion plus. These two cohorts can show us that most of the XRP whales are now accumulating the tokens, and that is also during the price dip. They are accumulating token, which is very bullish. It shows that these entities are long-term bullish on the token itself. That also provides us one of the tailwinds behind our analysis that XRP can go to $1 in the future. So now is the time to analyze XRP on the technical basis. Let me use this trend line to draw this consolidation pattern which we are witnessing. It looks like a triangle. In the short term, it's called the bull pennant because the previous was uptrend and now it's consolidating sideways in a triangle shaped pattern. So we consider it as a bull pennant. And bull pennant has a very simple explanation. When you see something consolidate in this triangle shape after a strong rally, how do we determine the upside target? We bring an arrow and we just measure the previous uptrend. This is the height of the previous uptrend. There has been a small consolidation here, so I'm just going to consider this. I'm going to control paste and I'm just going to bring this thing to the next potential point, and here we are. Let's draw this further so that we have an exact level to look up to. Now we have $0.72 level as the next potential target coming out of this bull pennant, and incidentally this target is also the same as the March 11 high. It's quite there. We have there's enough evidence that the price can actually rise up to 0.72 in the future. Let's also draw a Fibonacci here just to be sure. So Fibonacci graph says that yes, of course, because I drew it from this high at 0.72 to the low of 0.41, our next best practice is to make sure that the price bounces from here. The volume should rise. Once it breaks the upper trend line, the next target should be 0.65, and if the 0.65 breaks, we will get 0.72, which is the bull pennant target. So this is the target I'm anticipating that can come by the end of August, which is very near term. This video has been about $1 target. Are we reaching that or not? So there is another indicator you might witness in the same chart. Look at this red line and look at this blue line. They're actually waves. So this red one is the 50-day exponential moving average, and the blue one is the 200-day exponential moving average. When the 50-day EMA closes above the 200-day EMA, it is considered to be a golden cross. A golden cross is actually a bullish pattern. Most traders who see these golden crosses, they anticipate that the overall market sentiment is bullish. So they kind of like increase their long exposure in the market, and we see further rallies. This golden cross pattern has been spotted in the past 100 years through stock markets, through gold markets, commodities, even Bitcoin. Whenever we have seen Bitcoin making this kind of golden cross, we see some correction initially, but eventually the price actually goes up, and it's itself an evidence that the price can continue its momentum when it touches 0.72 toward $1, a psychological target. This is the technical analysis on the daily time frame. We have switched to the weekly time frame XRP USD chart, and I'm going to draw some lines here as well. Let's begin with this descending trend line resistance. You can see the price, every time the price goes up to test this trend line, they fail to break out of it and they just come back again. The prices are just coming down every time. Lots of selling pressure near here. But at the same time, we have this support trend line, an ascending support trend line, which you can see is also curbing the downside pressure. So whenever we see a retreat from the upper trend line, the price falls toward this ascending trend line support and bounces off. So this has also been one of the best way to really gauge what can happen in the future. This upper trend line stretches back to 2017 of December. This lower trend line has been active since January 2020. Now we are in the end line of this range. Together they represent a triangle range, and we have been in the end game of this. Sure, we can see some correction here. Maybe the price can consolidate. With Trump coming to power, if he comes to power, this particular trend line can break to the upside. And there is a reason also why XRP has not been able to break above this descending trend line resistance, is because of the Ripple versus SEC case. Because of that, the demand for the XRP has gone down a lot compared to other assets. People have been interested in investing in assets that are more bullish fundamentally. But XRP has not been bullish ever since Ripple was sued by the US SEC. If Donald Trump comes, he will fire Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler will be replaced by a pro-crypto US SEC commissioner. Based on that evidence, I think we can conclude that he might be very friendlier toward Ripple. We might even see the conclusion of this case, if not this year, by the beginning of next year. That is why I say, guys, that he's been very bullish. Since we are also nearing the apex where this true trend line are converging, we have been in this range for too long. Any breakout above this upper trend line can mean a further price rise. So let me guess where the price can actually be. Based on this another ascending channel pattern we are seeing, we draw another, this particular trend line, upper trend line. It has also been active since March 2020, broken up, but it has been consolidating. The price is actually rising inside this particular range. So if price breaks above this descending trend line resistance, its next target could be this ascending trend line. I'll draw a Fibonacci just to be clear that the targets we are targeting match. So I drew it here. If the price breaks out from this descending trend line resistance, the next target comes to be near 0.80. Any further break up toward this upper trend line, we go to 0.95, which is very near the $1 target. The RSI here, it's right now at 58. It's actually a neutral area, and it has more room to grow toward the overbought area of 70. Based on this RSI mark, I think the price can at least go to 0.80 next, after which it will be trying to go towards 0.95, $1 range. And fundamentally, that is possible after the November election. So we have to see if Trump wins or not, because if he wins, we are actually getting to $1 in no time. That was the video, guys. This is it. I hope that you liked the video, and if you did, please do not forget to click the like button. And if you love it so much, you can actually subscribe to us. And if you love it so much, then you can completely click on the bell icon so that when the next video arrives, you get to know that it has arrived. And it's quite important for people who want a particular token covered. You can actually comment in the comment box and tell us which tokens would you like us to cover, with facts, with on-chain data, a very deep analysis. You can ask for anything from us because Coin Chapter is a community-driven project. We listen to our viewers, we take their feedback, and we try to provide them what they are looking for, specifically the tokens, because there are more than 50,000 or maybe 100,000 right now, and I'm pretty sure all of you must be involved in some token. So if you want anything particular cover, just drop in the comments and we'll come back to you in no time. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a very healthy and amazing week ahead.